For those who ask why you keep attracting toxic people don't need to be attracted. They prowl around like hungry wolves. Does prey need to attract the predator? No, the predator lacks something, and instead of getting it from themselves, they want to take what you have: happiness, emotional balance, and love. So the question is not why you came across a lot of selfish and narcissistic people. We all do. The question is why they end up staying in your life. Is it because you take too long to recognize them? You're too needy that you swallow their bait easily? You're so merciful you start trying to fix them? Or you have too much attachment to your image and how society will see you that you delay to part ways with them? Thieves are everywhere, but if you experienced series of burglaries in a neighborhood where nobody else was experiencing it, wouldn't you begin to wonder about yourself and your house? Maybe you have a traitor within, or your treasures are too visible to the world. Toxic people knock on everyone's door. The question is whether you open the door and let them in. This is why wise people always draw the curtains first to peep and see who is knocking. But if you are so lonely in the house that you welcome just any company, soon you'll be in the company of a vampire. Examine your emotional makeup. If you find decent people somewhat boring and inconsistent, people exciting, your emotional bearings are off. If you feel afraid or paralyzed when you are about to tell off a disrespectful person until you keep postponing it, you're working with a broken self-esteem. You must start by repairing it. Not. Nobody enjoys putting boundaries or saying no to people. It's uncomfortable for everyone. The difference is that when you're emotionally healthy, you weigh which discomfort you would rather deal with than that of pushing people back and imposing your personal standards or having to live with their hurtful behavior. Those are the words of Benjamin Zulu, and this is what Kenyans on Facebook, responded. The first one said 2021 is the year of repairing self-esteem and saying no to distractions unapologetically. Thank you, Benjamin Zulu, for the reminder. The second one said, I came to learn that what a 32-teeth man has learned and grown to be is less possible to be unlearned. Can't fix him that saying no is a healthy requirement. The third person said, nobody enjoys putting boundaries or saying no to people. Basically, he's or she's re-echoing what Benjamin Zulu said up in his post. Then the fourth one said, never let a narcissist know your expectations because they will do the opposite just to torment you so bad. Then fifth one says, I agree, we can choose what suits us best, but I know not who told us to rationalize and accept some characters. Partly it has to do with upbringing, and partly due to the society that says there are no perfect men outside there. I have learned to be extremely choosy when it comes to relationships. Settling for less is no longer an option. Either way, the naysayers will still speak whether one makes a good or bad choice. There you have it, guys. That is the post from Benjamin Zulu, and those are some of the few comments from Kenyans. So you've gotten the wisdom. Relationships are about individuals. So as an individual, you have your standards. You have your emotional, mental, and spiritual standards. They are non-negotiables. Relationships are like a contract. You enter into a contract based on terms of agreement. What happens in contracts is every clause is binding to both parties. And in the event one party violates a clause or violates the terms of the agreement, that contract is deemed to be null and void. in terms of even law. So in relationships, that should be the same standard, that you are an equal partner to this man, you're an equal partner to this woman. So when you decide to give yourself to the interest of the relationship, and the relationship becomes a common purpose, you know, you are making commitment to do the terms of the agreement, and you equally expect the other person to fulfill their obligations, to execute their terms and agreement. In the event they don't do that, you don't negotiate. You don't try to rationalize. You don't try to, second guess yourself. It's as simple as that. I think that is how you can simplify your life before you fall into another trap again. My name is Martin, and this is